It's 2019. I'm Dr. Howard, and this is Alien Hour. This, in fact, is the very first Alien Hour of 2019. And as such, I want to share with you two of my New Year's resolutions. My first New Year's resolution, of course, is to bring you more high-quality videos about paranormal topics here on the Alien Hour channel. My second New Year's resolution, which I will begin to cover this week and then continue to cover over the next several weeks, is to change your perceptions about a species of aliens known as the reptilians. The reptilians are a very controversial species of alien. Many people believe that they are inherently evil. I personally believe that, first of all, that's not for me to decide. And second of all, that reptilians, like any other species, are individuals. Some of them could be evil, and some of them could not be evil. But I think that the perception, the idea that we encounter in a lot of the UFO literature, that all reptilians are evil, is harmful. And in this episode, I'm going to go into why I believe that's harmful. And then in subsequent episodes, I'm going to show you some of my visions of how I believe that humans and reptilians can successfully cohabitate this planet. Please join me for the first episode in this series. Learning to love the reptile. I've read numerous accounts that the reptilians are either shapeshifters that are running the world governments and all the other power structures in the world. I've heard that they're here only to use humanity to mine monoatomic gold, which they use for some sort of space travel. I've heard that reptilians keep humanity around as a sort of form of livestock, and they harvest our adrenal glands to extract adrenochrome, which they use as a drug to stay young. And some of these things feel more true to me than others. I feel pretty positive that there's a reptilian influence in our government. That seems clear to me. But some of the other things, like only keeping humanity around to mine monoatomic gold or as a source of adrenaline glands, seem a little iffier to me, only because I feel like the world would look pretty different in either of those scenarios. I mean, if they just wanted us mining the gold, then that would be what all of us were doing, and I'm not mining gold right now. I'm making this video for YouTube. If they just wanted to harvest adrenaline glands for adrenochrome, then I would see us more in a kind of confined animal farming operation like humans use on animals, where we're just sort of shoved into pens, like literal pens, and have our adrenaline extracted all day. I think that there are evil reptilians. I think there are evil humans. I think there are good reptilians. I think there's good humans. I don't think they're different from any other species that inhabit this planet. Some of the information that I'm using for this episode came from a website that I really like, the Bibliotheca Pleiades. And I want to read a quote from an article that I found on there that really sums up my whole argument really well. So I have the paper out so I can read you the quote. "The Draco are here, and we're not going to be able to understand them with our additional fear of their physical appearance or their secret control. Just picture yourself as a golden ancient warrior when you encounter any form of ET. Stand in your truth of compassion and love. Be fearless of the future, no matter what it looks like. You are looking directly in that moment at your own fate made manifest. Best to make a new friend than a new enemy." And this quote, your truth made manifest. Your own fate made manifest. Your truth made manifest, whatever. I think that's really essential to understanding the reptilians. I think that if you want to believe that reptilians are out to get you, that they will be. They will be attracted to that. You will manifest that with any kind of alien encounter. If you go in with fear, any kind of paranormal encounter, ghosts even too. I've talked about it in some of the ghost episodes. If you go in with fear, you're going to have a bad experience. If you go in with love in your heart, you are going to have a good experience. And so I'm going to bring this back. My little snake guy. I'd also like, as a veterinarian, I would like to say that I believe that part of the fear of reptilians that we have is that they look like reptiles, and we're scared of things like snakes and reptiles and Gila monsters, and they seem so different from us because they're cold-blooded and they have lives that are so different from our mammalian lives. And I don't like this rhetoric in the UFO community of the fear of the reptilians, because I feel like it prejudices us against regular reptiles that live on Earth, and I don't want people to go out and fear reptiles and hurt reptiles. I mean, certainly you don't want to get bitten by a rattlesnake, but I don't think you need to chop its head off either. You just need to kind of leave it alone and let it live its life, and you live your life, and we can cohabitate this planet together. This is a really crucial message for me as somebody who loves animals of all kinds and doesn't want people to hate reptiles. And if you hate reptilians, then you're just one step away from hating reptiles, and I don't like that at all, because I don't think you should hate any kind of animal or person. And so this is the message that I'm trying to bring. I think that I am going to show you, again, in future episodes, I'm going to show you some of my visions of what I think that this human-reptilian cohabitation can look like. But right now I'm just kind of introducing some of the ideas about why I even care about this, why it's one of my New Year's resolutions, and why I think it's important. Only good can come from this mutual understanding. Only good. Don't tell me that I'm selling out humanity. I don't believe you. It's wrong. I can't do that. I can't sign the checkbook saying here's humanity, reptilians, there you go. I'm just saying that only good can come from this mutual understanding. Only benefits for both reptilians and humanity. And I'm just calling for peace. That's the only thing I'm calling for. And I know that this is I know that wanting peace is a very controversial ideology, but that's all I'm saying. You're gonna say that I'm trying to sell out humanity, but I'm not. I'm just calling for mutual understanding. There's one last point I want to make, and then I'm going to wrap this up. And then next week we're going to come with my first vision for the human reptilian utopia. So you should be really excited for that. It's going to be really great. I'm going to kind of construct as best I can using the studio I have. I'm going to try to show you my visions for these visions that I've had for the human reptilian utopia. So stay tuned for that. But I have one more point to make. A lot of people in the UFO community believe that reptilians either seeded the planet with humanity, that they brought us here and initiated humanity for their own purposes, or that they have been interbreeding with humans throughout the years. And so there's a chance that we share some of our DNA with the reptilians. And also evolution, of course, tells us that we have, somewhere way back, we have a common ancestor with the reptiles. And so we share some kind of genetic memory with reptiles. And so I think that if you hate reptiles or reptilians, and we have part of that blood inside of us, then you're hating a part of yourself. And I don't want you to hate yourself. I want you to love yourself, and I want you to love the reptilians. So that's my final message for this episode is learn to love the reptile and learn to love yourself. We'll come back next week for my first vision of the human reptilian utopia. And we'll build that vision together the next time that the clock strikes alien hour. Thank you for watching. Please stay tuned. Please subscribe if you like these videos and want to help me to build this new peaceful world where humans and reptilians can cohabitate the earth together. Thank you so much. And Happy New Year.